Hi guys, welcome back to my Patreon. So today I'm going to be filming a pretty highly requested video. I have had a lot of messages, more so recently, of you guys wanting to know what are my top 5 favorite head turners. Like, what are some fragrances that I would smell them, I'd catch a whiff of them and be just absolutely intoxicated by, be drawn to. What are fragrances that would stop me in my tracks and really grab me and grab my attention? So I have 5 and 1 honorable mention here today, and this is an epic list. Like, this is so good, so I'm really excited to get stuck into it. So all of these fragrances, obviously a head turner is something that has to be quite a loud fragrance, otherwise I'm not going to smell it. Like, if you're wearing something that is very subtle and sits more closer to the skin, I wouldn't really consider those fragrances head turners because they're more close and intimate. A head turner's got to be something loud that has an amazing sillage and smells phenomenal. Obviously the key here is to have a fragrance that smells incredible, so I have 6 here to show you guys and I am so excited. So let's get into it. I'm going to start out with my honorable mention. This is a recent love, and oh my lord, I smelt this on a friend of mine and absolutely fell in love. This is Prada L'Homme Intense. Oh my god. If you thought that the original Prada L'Homme was good, this is going to rock your world, because it rocked my world, and oh my god, truly a head turner fragrance. Now this is something that I think that it should be worn a little bit more formally, because it does have this very strong iris note in here, and trust me, the iris note is so luxurious, so high quality, and so smooth and rich. They have really done it well. They have really made this the more rich, intense, luxurious version of the original Prada L'Homme, and wow, absolutely phenomenal. This also has tonka bean in it, which is giving it a very, not a heavy sweetness, but quite a thick sweetness. So definitely keep that in mind. You kind of do have to like your more sweeter fragrances to like this one. So it's a beautiful iris, and it also has a leather note, but the leather is very smooth and it's more so playing with the iris and the tonka in my personal opinion. So Prada L'Homme Intense, wow. Like, wow. I am absolutely blown away by this fragrance. And like I said, that is a head turner. For me, that is a head turner. If I smell a guy in a business suit walking past me, I caught a whiff of that, yes, my head would turn for sure. So there we have it. So my number 5. Coming in at number 5 is a fragrance that I have talked about quite a lot, and I'm going to continue to talk about this one because I think it's an absolute masterpiece. And I think it's a masterpiece that is very unexpected, and some people may not agree, but I think it is. Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male. Now, like I said, to me this is a classic masterpiece. If I caught a whiff of this fragrance, my head would just roll and I would start drooling. Not really, but in all seriousness, my head would definitely turn if I smelt someone wearing Le Male. And I've described it to you guys before as like in my personal opinion, it's kind of got a barbershop vibe, but it has this beautiful sweetness to it that isn't too overpowering, because I think as well, sometimes overly sweet fragrances can come across a little bit suffocating and a little bit cloying and may not be a head turner in the right way. This is a head turner in the right way. It's perfectly balanced. Like I said, it's kind of got the barbershop vibe of the lavender and a bit of the woodiness and the mintiness and all that sort of stuff, but then it's got this sexy sweetness, like it's like powdered sugar just on top of this fragrance, and it just smells phenomenal. I truly think that this is a masterpiece. I know you guys are probably like, what? But to me, it really is. So Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male, I definitely recommend it. I love this. I truly love this one. Definitely a head turner in my eyes. So coming in at my number 4 is a fragrance from the house of Nasomatto, and this fragrance is called Duro. Wow. I know I'm going to say that about all of the fragrances in here, but this one, oh, Again, this is luxury. This smells like just so luxurious and rich and expensive. It's a beautiful woody scent. Duro is supposed to mean the power of masculinity, and it definitely is a masculine fragrance. There is a lot of woodiness, but there's definitely a sweetness in here that kind of just rounds out the composition to make it obviously not just some polarizing woods in a fragrance. It definitely has a sweetness that makes it really inviting and really sexy, and it's just amazing. There's also a leather note, but leather done in a way where it's not as noticeable. Like it's the fragrances from Nasomato are very well blended, and again, this is very well blended. So you don't really smell anything really kind of sticking out. It just kind of smells like this woody, sweet, amazing scent. Like that's how I can describe it. It just smells to me like luxury. It's sexy, it's masculine, it's powerful. Again, I would turn my head for this fragrance. So Nasomato Duro was my number 4. My number 3 is going to shock some of you guys, and this is a fragrance that is unisex, but I feel like more women wear this fragrance. And I don't know why, because in my opinion, this fragrance actually smells better on men. Tom Ford Black Orchid. Now, obviously I have both concentrations here, the Eau de Parfum and the Eau de Toilette. Now, I'm going to recommend that you guys go for the Eau de Toilette because this one smells to me a little bit more masculine. There is a little bit more of like masculinity in here as opposed to the Eau de Parfum. I personally prefer, now that I've kind of worn them both, the Eau de Parfum, because to me, like I said, it's maybe the smallest bit more feminine for me, whereas the Eau de Toilette leans more masculine. Get on this. You guys, if you haven't tried Black Orchid from Tom Ford yet, please, 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 please ignore what people say about it. Ignore them if people say it's more feminine, if this belongs on a woman. Ignore it, try it, and thank me later, because this fragrance is truly phenomenal on a man. Like I said, I actually think that Black Orchid smells better on a guy. I've smelled it on one guy and swoon worthy. It was totally a sexy, alluring, incredible scent that I was so drawn to it. So Black Orchid, both formulations are absolutely amazing, but for men, I would definitely recommend the Eau de Toilette. Not that there's a huge difference, but I think that this one smells more masculine. So definitely, guys, do not let, like I said, do not let marketing or people or reviews steer you away from trying that. Try it. Try it, and like I said, thank me later, because Black Orchid is stunning. Number 2 is from Parfums de Marly, and this scent, oh my god, you guys, this scent. Again, I'm sorry I'm talking about all these fragrances that I love. I really love these fragrances in this list, so I'm sorry. I'm going to say I love it. Parfums de Marly, oh my god. Parfums de Marly, in my opinion, can do no wrong. And this fragrance to me is one of the best from Parfums de Marly. Definitely, it's definitely up there for me in like top 3, the best from Parfums de Marly. This is Herod. I have heard quite a lot about Herod, but if you haven't smelled this yet, and if you don't have this yet, what are you doing? This is a head turner. Wear it in the fall and the winter, wear it in a nightclub, wear it on a date. If I smelled this on a guy, on a date, not that I go on dates, but I think I would lick his neck. That's getting a bit TMI, but I would seriously want to cozy up to this scent. It is so sexy. It is so delicious. And I know this is going to sound really weird, but do you guys know what Redskins are? Or is that an Australian thing? Because Google Redskins. I don't know if you guys have ever tried them or tasted them. If you're Australian, you know what I'm talking about right now. This smells like Redskins. This literally smells to me like sexy Redskins, which is so weird, but that is literally what it smells like. It's vanilla, tobacco, cinnamon, incredible stuff, addictive stuff. Addictive is the word I would use to describe Herod. It's addictive. It really, really, really is. If I smelled this, I think my mouth would start to water. Like, I'm not joking. Herod is divine. My number one head turner is a fragrance, again, from Parfums de Marly. No, Parfums de Marly is not paying me. I just really, it's one of my favorite niche houses for sure. If I'm being honest, I haven't even found a fragrance from Parfums de Marly that I don't like. I literally love most of them from Parfums de Marly. So this is my number one. This is my number one. If I smelt this on somebody, again, my head would roll, it would turn, and I would be like, what? Like, what is that? Who is that? And how are you? This is Layton exclusive. Wow, this is a masterpiece, an absolute masterpiece of a fragrance. This has the original Layton DNA. You definitely smell similarities to the original Layton, but this is so much more rich, dense, opulent, thick, luxurious. Do you see where I'm going with this? It is just the most rich fragrance that I've smelled in a very long time. Like, this is truly amazing. It has oud and coffee and almond and vanilla, but don't let those notes kind of put you off, because I know some people don't like oud, but the oud in here, it doesn't smell medicinal, it doesn't smell barnyard, it smells rich. That is literally the only word that I can put on this fragrance. It just smells rich to me. If I smelt this on somebody, yes, I would I would go and talk to this person for sure. These people I would all turn around, but this person I would talk to. So this one is Parfums de Marly Layton exclusive. So this is my number one head turner for sure. 10 out of 10, absolutely. So that is it, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed hearing about what my top 5 head turner fragrances are. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will link all of the fragrances down below for you guys. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Also, let me know what you guys want to see next, okay? I need to know.